Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Gebo the Shaman, and today I'm just kind of doing a freestyle video where I just talk about what's on my mind, and today that is spiritual practices. Spiritual practices, the importance of having a daily spiritual practice, and just the amount of peace, self-love, acceptance, joy that brings in your life when you do that. Most people aren't like that committed into spirituality or their spiritual growth or just growth in general, personal development. Most people are just don't care, in my experience. And that's fine. However, for those of you who are seeking to grow and to become your full self, or to basically reach your potential, this is what this is about. Spiritual practices help you to reach your potential and to realize that. And so, I've been doing spiritual practices every day for about 2 years now, and that is every single day. I don't take weekends off. I don't take holidays off. I do them every single day, no matter what. And that takes discipline. That takes an amount of discipline which most people, let's just face it, are not willing to put in. However, I've gotten results in my life that most people will never get. So I struggle to verbalize everything that I've gotten from my spiritual practices. Some of them include, mainly it's these things. This self-transformation challenge is a big one. This cosmic qigong helps you open your meridians. However, this takes that to the next level. So I would highly recommend getting that program. So spiritual practices, why? What's the what's the importance of them? What do they do for you? Well, how can I put this? You know how they say, like, basically meditation is just emptying the mind, clearing the mind of all the garbage. Well, that's pretty much what these practices do as well. These are active meditations that incorporate the energies of your body, and they incorporate your bodily energies into your meditation. So it's just a very profound experience when you actually do them every day. So as far as what I get out of my spiritual practices, I get a sense of self-acceptance is a big one. Self-love. Self-acceptance is a big one. realizing that, I'm whole and complete where I am. I don't need to do anything or be anything or get anybody's external validation in order for me to feel amazing and feel awesome and happy and proud of myself and love myself and accept myself. So that's what I get out of them. These practices are very healing. As you may or may not know, I have a disability that affects my health, my endocrine system, and these practices have basically, they heal me of that. Whenever I do them, they're like, it basically balances my bodily energy. It balances my energy and it starts to heal my body. So that's why I do them every day. It's very healing, very empowering, it brings the body into its natural state, its right state, its healthiest state. So I struggle to verbalize everything that this has done for me, like spiritual practices have done for me. And that's probably why I don't make as much videos on them as I should be. However, it's just something that you gotta experience for yourself. Like, at the end of the day, you are going to have your own experiences with them, with spiritual practices, if you decide to do them. And nothing that I say can ever quantify everything, the immense the immense things that you'll get out of them, like joy, peace, healing, satisfaction, self-love, self-acceptance. It does a lot of stuff for you. So yeah, these so basically nothing I ever say will ever do it justice. So it's just one of those things that you have to experience for yourself. But what I can say is that it it has changed my life. It's given me a reason to live. It's helped me immensely, tremendously. And it's just been incredibly healing for me as well, simultaneously. So I guess the point of spiritual practices is to get that like healing, that that peace, joy, love, acceptance. It just calms me and makes me feel at home in the practice. Like, it's just an overwhelming sense of peace and acceptance. So that's the practices that I do in the self-transformation challenge. This is my self-transformation course, and I call it that because it's true. it does transform you. So check that out. And so that combines Kundalini Yoga, which Kundalini Yoga is basically the energy in the spine. It rises up the spine, and it basically what it does is it interacts with you on a psychological level. It thoughts pop up into my head when I do Kundalini Yoga, memories. I'll get things that I need to work on and stuff like that. So it's always trying to teach me. So that Kundalini energy is a teacher. It's great for psychological evolution. It's a very user-friendly way of going about self-transformation and spiritual growth. Now the Chi energy, so this combines Kundalini Yoga. You can see me doing that right there. It also combines Qigong, and Qi is the life force energy of the universe. It flows in us, through us, around us. It is the cosmic life force energy. And so through interacting with Qi, we can begin to become aware of our emotions. And there's a special energy in the heart center called Shen that these programs, these courses tap into. So it's not actually Qigong, it's Shengong. So working with the Shi or the Shen of the heart center. The Shen energy is the lightning energy of the heart center. This is what protects the soul. So if you didn't know, your soul is an actual energetic component in your body, is the best way I could put it. And because your soul is infinite, it needs something to protect it from the 3D world, because you can't have infinity and 3D coexisting in the same place. It doesn't work, so it needs some protection. So this is what we call the Shen energy of the heart center, the lightning energy. So it's almost like you have your soul, and then you have this bubble around it, and you have lightning that keeps it protected. And so what happens is the Shen energy is in charge of, I wouldn't say it's in charge of emotions, but it holds emotions. It contains emotions. It contains, the hurts of the 3D, the traumas, the hurts, the bad things that happen to us that we can't, that we have trouble facing. It holds those things energetically in place so that the soul is protected from them, so that the soul doesn't have to face those things. However, it's you can't go around your whole life building up traumas and not processing them and not facing them and not healing from them. That's not a good thing. I know a lot of people, most people do this. They'll just ignore their traumas. They'll ignore their hurts, and become, resentful. But even the resentment is just trapping that emotional pain in place. So the Shen energy, it basically, when you do the exercises that release that Shen energy, it releases the emotions. It slowly begins to release the emotions that are trapped in the heart center. And so when we begin releasing these emotions, it can be very overwhelming. It can be very difficult to process the emotions. However, because these are emotions that you haven't allowed yourself to feel, and so it can be very, very overwhelming at first. It's kind of like, I like to use the analogy of a fire hose. So you have all this built up water pressure, it's built up water pressure, and the hose is clamped shut. So now when we begin to release that energy, it's going to fire at a, your emotions are going to come up, and they're going to be very overwhelming. They're going to be, just, they'll come out like very, very fast and pressurized, and so that can be very hard to process. And so anyway, so this is why people don't do this. This is the left-hand path. This is a very secret, very forbidden martial art, very forbidden qigong practice, tapping into the Shen energy. However, it's one of the most healing, most rewarding things that I've ever done in my life. So, so the thing that happens when we allow ourselves to have all of our emotions is we feel lighter. That shit that's been weighing us down for all these years, it's much lighter now. It's a lot easier to deal with once we start to accept that and to have our feelings. So yeah, it can be very challenging at first. However, it provides freedom. It provides, I can actually have my feelings and be okay with myself, and like, it's just very, very it's so liberating. It's freeing. It's it's challenging at the same time, but it's freeing. So, if you want to really dive into some hardcore self-transformation, that course right there will do it for you. Now, again, this is like, I kind of did it in steps because there's no way in hell that you can go from being a normie just with no Qigong experience to being doing those high level practices. That is not recommended. So you need to learn the basics. However, even through the basics, there are still very, very powerful exercises that you can do that will start to open your meridians and open your energy centers and start that energetic process of releasing the emotions and getting everything flowing. So, if you want to work with me, I do have my life coaching service available, so you can check that out. I have my Qigong courses available, so Cosmic Qigong and Self-Transformation Challenge. This one combines meditation, Kundalini Yoga, Qigong, and the Shen energy, the energy of the lightning center in the heart. Then we have the Cosmic Qigong, which is basically designed to open up your meridians. However, it does provide you with some very high level practices in there as you are opening up your meridians. So this is the importance of the spiritual practices, because once we do things every single day without fail, it also begins to change our neural pathways. So instead of, being thrown around by life, we prioritize our spiritual practices and we do them consistently and regularly and, with discipline, focus, and concentration. The most important things: pay attention and put effort. So, yes, this is a difficult path. However, it is one of the most rewarding paths. So I choose to do things that are difficult. Do things that most people would consider like not fun. And that's why I'm getting results that most people don't get. Instead of projecting onto people and instead of having that monkey mind in my brain, I can now approach life from a more centered and grounded position. I'm much more relaxed and much more centered and grounded. So, and if I want to connect with the universe, if I want to get answers, I know exactly how to do that, which most people don't. Most people are wandering around aimlessly in life with no freaking clue what they're doing. When through the practices, I've learned how to get the answers. I've learned the shortcuts. I've learned what's going to get me where I want to go the fastest. So, if you want to be a part of this, GeboTheShaman.com. Go check that out. Go check out all my courses, products, services, everything that I have to offer. success and life, good things in life and success in life don't just happen randomly and automatically. It takes hard work, discipline, consistency, and, just doing it every day. So that's what I do. So if you want extraordinary results, then I would highly encourage you to get this course. Actually, both of these courses are bundled together. It's an insane deal. And you can start practicing today and experience the energies for yourself. Experience the healing, the spiritual connection, it's a no-brainer for me. So again, guys, been doing this over 2 years, so every day. So it's extremely powerful stuff. And unless you know who taught me this stuff, unless you know my teacher, which some of you on my channel do, there's nobody besides me and my teacher who's teaching these practices. There's nobody else. You won't find it anywhere else. So, highly encourage you to check that out. And yeah, so, alright, so I have my my pitch out of the way. So I have my Qigong courses. I have, what I've been talking about all this time. You can check those out. I also have my Astrology certification course, which basically makes you a Vedic astrologer and gives you your own website. So when you pass my course and take my test, then pass it, you'll be given a Vedic astrology website to become a Vedic astrologer. So you can start making some money as a Vedic astrologer, and you can take that business as far as you like to go with it. So then we have the birth time rectification. So that is great for people who don't know their exact birth time, or a lot of people don't know their exact birth time, like down to the minute. Like they might not even know the hour or a few hours or within a few hours. So yeah, that birth time rectification is really handy for people who are into astrology and just need to have an accurate birth time. So then we have the Vedic astrology readings. So it's Vedic astrology readings. I focus on your relationships and career, and I also have a standard reading that I do for everybody. That also includes a 1-hour consultation with me, a 1-hour session with me. So if you want to do that, take advantage of that. And then we have the distance energy healing. So a lot of great stuff there, very healing, very powerful, very empowering. And then we have the career coaching and life coaching. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, then I would encourage you to do that. I am focusing on trauma and self-development and things like that, so you can check that out. And then I have what's called the emotional awareness course. I am developing that into a childhood trauma course, so you can check that out as well. Alright guys, so you can check out all of my courses, products, services. They are bundled together, and you can get 2 courses for like half the price of one. It's absolutely insane what I am offering. So check that out, gebotheshaman.com, and like this video, subscribe, and do the thing. Appreciate you. And we will talk to you next time. Peace.